在我开始演讲之前，我先问大家一个问题：现场还有人在使用百度贴吧吗？有一部分人我看到了。我知道这是一个很老的 website，but I still do. But commonly, the post I read is like this: a young teenager's love confession said, "I like you. Can you become my girlfriend?" Like that. But that's interesting, but not for me, because I don't have a close female friend. So I keep scrolling. The next post caught my eyes. It said, "Guys, I'm leaving Shenzhen." Wait, why? What we call Shenzhen, we call it as a city of miracle. We call it as a city of possibility. We said when you came here, you became a Shenzhener. Why would someone said he doesn't belong to here? He have to leave. I click into the post. Below it, the post written, "Even though he said 20 yuan, I got treated like trash and my manager only paid me 100 yuan for 10 hours of work." I scroll down. Comment after comment, thousands of users, always IPs in Shenzhen, they shared similar stories. Low wages, broken hopes. One user named Huage wrote that he was promised 120 yuan for a day's work. But after a long day in sweltering heat, the manager refused to pay unless he worked overtime at night unpaid. He's not an isolated case. There are countless examples showing that they suffer the same injustice. Their wages are siphoned off by their manager, and what little they receive is far from fair. So, I ask myself, who are these people? Who are the ones saying I don't belong to Shenzhen? Who are the ones saying I have to leave here? Through investigation, I find their name. 三和大神. Now you may start to ask, who are the 三和大神? And let me show you. Like this. Now please use a word to describe me. 脑海里想一个词语来形容我。不堪、凌乱。Yes, you are true. I post a survey online and ask the public users about their opinions on the Sanhe. From what I have received, most people held a negative view on them, just like the word you think. They call them unwelcomed, uneducated, unreliable, undisciplined, unmotivated, dirty, aimless, lazy, hopeless, good for nothing, worthless, burdensome, troublesome, stagnant, irresponsible, disgraceful, shameful, and pathetic. But is that true? Keep that in your mind. Is that true? In contrast, there's also a large number of people think they are the ones who are pursuing the real freedom. Freedom. But are they? Are they freer than people who live in the city? Are they? What is the definition of free? According to the Cambridge Dictionary, the definition of free means not to be forced and to be unconstrained. This is a definition of free. But actually, through what I have met, they are to be forced. I met with Sanhe who came from Hunan to Shenzhen. His first name is Zhang. so I will call him Mr. Zhang. Mr. Zhang came from Hunan, about 1,000 kilometers away from here. He left his 2-year-old daughter in his hometown and came here alone. 2 years old. His 2-year-old daughter can only know him from video calls. I asked him why you came to Shenzhen, and he replied me, I have to be here for my daughter Jiaxin because the wage here is 4 yuan hourly higher. Have to. Not want to, not desire to, not voluntarily to, but have to. They have to be here for someone they want to save. They came here because they have to. So, is that free? The Sanhes came from every corner of China, from Hunan, Hubei, Sichuan, from Jiangxi. Just like the question why they came here, why Shenzhen, why migrate to Shenzhen for work, the answer is definitely not because they want to pursue freedom, but because they want to survive. They travel thousands of kilometers here just for the slightly higher hourly wage. Because in their hometown, their incomplete education and non-existent opportunities left them underemployed or even unemployed. They have limited space to live. But in Shenzhen, in here, they can find that job. They can find that job that offers them a place to live here. Shenzhen should be their answer, but it became a question. If you ask me to use a word to describe them, I will only use this one: hopeless. They came here but become hopeless. Not because they came here alone and find a low-paid job, but also because the bias they face, the word would describe them: pathetic, worthless, burdensome, stagnant. Well, maybe some people will still argue that they are still free because they are unconstrained to work. Don't like workers here have to work 996. They can choose what to do, when to do their work, and how to do their work. But is that means they are freer than other workers? No, they are not. I once met a Sanhe people. His name is Jie, so I will call him Jie Ge. He wake up at 5 a.m. and go to the labor market to find a job. If he's lucky, and only if he's lucky, he can find a job that pay him 120 yuan per day's work, and then he will vanish for a day or two for rest. I once asked Jay about how do you feel about your life, and he answered me, well, I think it's better than I do in the factory, because in the factory, the manager would siphon off most of my wages. I was promised to gain 5,000 yuan for a month, but he only gave me 3,500. The condition is harsher. The environment is dirty. At least for doing daily work, I can receive the money every day and I can see them and use them. We often say Sanhe people are flying flat. But maybe it's not because they are lazy, but because working hard doesn't work out for them. They, just like this circle, they can choose when to start this circle and start the work. but they cannot choose to break off this circle. They cannot choose to stay in the office with a coffee on the side and open their computer and typing to start their work. They cannot choose to earn that high wage. What they can choose is to do daily jobs. But we can choose to work hard and earn a higher wage. We can choose to find a new job with high salaries. See, we are all trapped. We are all trapped in life. But theirs are blunt. Going out of money, became hungry. Ours are subtle. KPIs, mortgages, calls on the midnights, expectations from someone we barely know. These are all stress on us. We are all trapped by life. We are not free. None of us. They are not as free as we think, not as free as they think. We are not freedom at all. We face the same circle called life. This circle tracked all of us. But today, I don't want to criticize anyone's job or to glorify the Sanhe people. I just want to tell what they try to tell me. I do a survey on them and ask them this question. What do you expect the society to view you? And most people choose this answer. Most Sanhe people treat us like ordinary people. That's it. That's it. So simple wish. Not sympathy, not pity, just respect, just fairness. That's what they want. They are not problems. They are people. They don't need us to save them. They just want to be seen as people, not problems. They hate the bias they face. They hate the word we use to describe them. Worthless, burdensome. They don't want to be described like that. Mr. Zhang, Mr. J, Huage, they are not statistics. They are fathers, they are sons, they are workers and wonders. They are not just failures. They are also the survivors of this city called Shenzhen. Like us, we are all survivors. We work hard. We are not free. We fall into the same trap. We face the same barriers. So today, I don't ask you to donate for them. I don't ask you to volunteer for the Sanhe people, and I don't ask you to join their ward. I'm just here to ask you to remember, the next time you walk past a Sanhe people, please don't judge, respect. Thank you.